One vessel. Did you give in the briefing when you lost? South of 41 and west of 40 the Isles.
Recently, units from the Sheriff's Office Special Operations Unit conducted a search and rescue training in conjunction with Fish and Wildlife. The training was scenario-based training, and it was meant to simulate a lost kayaker. The scenario was a kayaker left from Port of the Islands and eventually was having a medical issue. Units were dispatched from Special Operations and went to the area and did a joint search. The units that were present were aviation, the marine unit, and the agriculture unit. And we used each of those in different capacities to find the lost kayaker.
What we did, we took all three of the units together and we actually put a buoy out there. We gave them some general coordinates, general areas to look, and the marine and the airboat that we used, and we also had some mud boats. We were able to go out there and those guys started searching, and then as soon as the helicopter got on scene, they were able to locate it, and we were able to direct the boats into the rescuer to get them there.
We see a lot of lost kayakers or kayakers who go beyond their ability. They'll leave from an area and not take into account the wind and the tide, and then as they're trying to get back, they're fighting that wind and tide, become exhausted, and just can't make it back. They're not necessarily lost, but they can't make it back on their own, so we'll have to go and pick them up and take them back to where they launched from.
When you have aviation, aviation is looking down. They have a wide area to cover and a quicker time. So it doesn't take us as long. We can find a target right away where they're trying to go through canals or mangroves and they can't see ahead. Where we can see it, we can find it, and then we can direct them to the scene or to rescue the person that's lost. When we're doing our searches at night, we have what we call a thermal imager, which is in the front of the helicopter. The thermal imager basically works off of heat. So if a person's body heat, we'll be able to see where they are. Where the marine units, if they're on the ground, or our ag patrol guys on their swamp buggies and airboats, they're not going to be able to see that where we can. In addition, we also have what we call a night sun, which is a huge light mounted to the bottom of the helicopter, and that will light the whole scene up so everyone can see. We can even shoot it down and say, hey, he's right here, and direct the ground units to the light so they can get the searcher that way.
One of the most important things is to file a float plan, and that's just a simple, it can be a formal float plan, or it can be something as simple as just letting a significant other or a family member know that where you're going, when you're going to return. Make sure that all of your safety equipment is operational. Know your boat, know your limitations, know the limitations of your boat. Make sure all those things are in place before you go, and you're not trying to figure that out when the emergency is happening.